through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking for space. It's Fletcher. Got enough for the first. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
With the catch, it's Lofton. Turning it on! And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And the Rams with the 1st and 10. Run inside. It's Fletcher. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Quarterback making checks. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown Rams! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
We knew this offense wanted to be aggressive, and on the very first drive of the game, they dial up the...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Using his legs, it's Jordan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it.
And nice job by this defense, really being physical at the point of the attack. There's not a lot of holes, man. They run the ball on back-to-back plays. Aggressive linebackers playing downhill. Nice job by the D-line owning the line of scrimmage. And now they got them in a situation where this is where they want it. 3rd and long, guaranteed passing situation.
Looking to throw, it's Maiava. He's going for a big play downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
On the run, it's Pringle. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Making side adjustments here. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's complete. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? vision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good. And here he comes out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stops at the 14. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking for room. It's Jordan. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Got his man. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. One for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a...
He smashes his way through again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Unloads to the right. That pass is incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Bringing the heat. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Knights! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Mensah. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for a deep man. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Fires to the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
Into the end zone. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Never getting stopped on that second down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's at the 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams!
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Mayava. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 22 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Razorbacks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Here's a little room there. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now rolling to the left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. At the 20. Touchdown Rams. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Fires left. Got his man downfield. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Mosley. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Knights have this offense rolling. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Handoff to the single back. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Keep it on the ground. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Lofton. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's Mensah to throw. Rushes on him. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Wants to adjust the pattern. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Parks it out of the air. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it, leading this offense, and ultimately getting the dub today.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
The Rams will try to punch it in on first and goal. Running the red zone. It's Pringle. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rams! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Number 94, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. Power football with the run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Working that left side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mayava. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead, you know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
They'll give it to him again. Across the 25. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. Goes high to pull it in. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And the Rams trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mensah. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
Set to advance on the ball.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off play action on first down. Oh, they're after him. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fight.
Got a little grass. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Looking for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss.